Hello and welcome to Hero Wars Info. My name is Ryan. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday so far. We have a lot of stuff that is happening within Hero Wars. I got a whole list of things that we can go over. Hopefully, everyone is doing well though. Saturdays are usually kind of the smaller days in terms of stuff to do in Hero Wars, but because we have a Lara Croft event coming up pretty soon, and actually 2 days, it's going to be a little bit more that we're going to be talking about. So let's go ahead, and I really haven't actually done that much right now. Let's refresh just to make sure I can start my regular activities here. Yeah. So, first thing I want to talk about is, as I mentioned, we have the Lara event coming in a couple days. And it looks like the Lara event is going to be it looks like almost exactly, if not exactly, what the last Lara event was. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Well, here's the good thing. Or I guess here's the bad thing. The bad thing is that it is not going to be the same type of event that we had for the past like 3 heroes, which is the brawl or the hero stall, I should say, where you can pick your heroes and get through. It usually took like 2 to 3 hours. That is that's the negative. That event was fun. It was pretty easy finding teams to win. You had multiple teams that could win. Now it's going to be something that it's really just one team is going to have the best chances. The nice thing about it is you're going to know the teams that are going to be good because it's already been done, right? So you should be able to right away know exactly what buffs are going to be needed and which teams that are going to be needed so that you can move forward immediately. So that's the positive there. They do have, if you haven't seen the rewards, it is still pretty solid rewards here. Let's go to this event. And they actually released them. It's going to be the exact same thing as the last time. So Minotaur's heads, Hands of Glory, Flaming Hearts. These are all 0 buff levels. You can just find it almost any team, honestly. Trines, Lycanthrope's Fang. Then we started getting a little bit better. Emeralds, Skinstone Chests, Bottled Energy, Hero Soulstone Chest, Violent Equipment Chest, Orange Equipment Chest. And then after the Epic Gift of Dominion, we get into starting to get really good stuff. Red Equipment Chest, those are helpful. Legendary Gift of Dominion, very good. 250 Absolute Artifact Chest, great. Red Gift of Dominion, even better. 500 Large Skinstone Chest is a lot. And you can also get a totem. So who's all about that? Totems are they are becoming a little bit more able to be gotten, but they're still basically the same cost. So it's not really helping that much because I thought they said that they were going to make totems a lot easier to get, but they really haven't made it that much easier to get. They've been able to give them out in different events, but it's still for a lot of money. So feel kind of like it's going to stay that way. Like they're not going to try to make totems cheaper for anyone. So if you were hoping that totems were going to become easier to get, like maybe there are more events to get totems, and I think that's what they mean when they say they're going to make them accessible. But at the same time, those events, like to get them, it's still going to cost money. I don't think the cost of getting those are going to go down. That's just my take, though. We'll see on what type of events that they want to do. But since the Lara event does have those rewards, we already know what's going to happen. We'll be able to do a video and a quick preview of what teams that you're going to use later on down the line to make sure that you can get the reward as fast as possible. For those of you who have not done this event beforehand, to get this Absolute Elemental Spirit Summoning Sphere, you are going to have to spend. There's just not going to be any way around it. You'll probably free-to-plays can probably get close to here, maybe here free-to-play. If they're get a lot of gifts, maybe even level 70, but they're going to have to spend to get the rest of the stuff. So the strategy on that is just make sure you get the ring specifically, which is, and I'll scroll up here. Right here. Nope, right here. There's going to be 3 different rewards that you can upgrade. The Ring of Abundance increases the number of materials you get for battles won on the adventure maps. This is the stuff you need to upgrade first, by far. Before you even do any battles, try to upgrade this Ring of Abundance as far as you can get based off of the materials that you have, and then you can move from there. Oh, yeah, again, every single time. Thank you for reminding me there. There we go. Now you should be able to see my screen. Yeah, the Ring of Abundance right here. It just increases the number of materials you get for battles won on the adventure maps. You can upgrade this relic to 6 stars. This is the one you need to be upgrading first. Again, this is what it's going to be looking like, the Ring of Abundance right here. So make sure you're upgrading that. It usually costs these 3 materials right here. Upgrade that first, and then usually I don't really focus on the Ancient Bowl. That's just my personal preference. If you are all about just getting items and you don't care about totems, you don't care about Lara, Ancient Bowl is a fine option. If you do want to kind of maximize this event as much as possible, I think the Ring of Abundance is the best, followed by the Tome of Revelation, because that's going to be the other way that you get Lara Skinstones. Or not Skinstones, Lara Soulstones. Because they will have Lara dolls in there, where if you get a transformed vase, instead of, I think, 3 Lara dolls, you'll get 15, which give you a decent amount of Lara Soulstones. So that's probably the way to go. Ring of Abundance number 1, Tome of Revelation number 2. Now let's go ahead and go back. I haven't really done anything today. I'm just going to go through my regular kind of daily stuff. Haven't even done any of the battles for the Titan stuff, so we'll walk through that too. And we'll jump into that in just a sec. Have a lot of stuff to talk about the Sears game. We have a lot of controversy about that. Really all that I have done finished the dungeon, so that's good. But all right, let's go ahead and get into the brawls. This is kind of the easy part. We're just gonna, as I do last time, we're just gonna do fire team. Well, let's do a water team. See how it goes. All right, skip. That's a win. Should also be a win here. Hopefully everyone's doing well in Titan Brawls. It's not a hard event. Everyone should be able to do this free to play. Get all the wins free to play. If you're not, there is other resources you can look at if you're unsure if your team is going to win. Those resources can be found right here in Hero Wars Guide. There is actually an event calendar a guide right here for Titan Brawls. And you would just put in the defenders that you're trying to fight, and it will tell you a team that would win. So that it makes it pretty easy. But let's just go ahead and go back. For the most part, you can just utilize teams that are going to be the opposite of what you're facing. This one doesn't even have a totem on it. So definitely can just get through that one. Getting max points, for the shop on this thing, I always use and get the essence of the elements since they don't have Titan Skin Stones. Interesting to hear what other people are going to be getting. I can kind of see a few cases if you're a newer player going for either Titan Potions. I think that wouldn't be a terrible one. If you really need Soul Stones, then you could go for that, like specifically the Super Titan Soul Stones. But other than that, I think you mostly want to go with probably the Essence of the Elements. The chest can be okay too, especially if you need like Summoning Spheres, something like that. Alrighty, here we go. This one, I'm not sure, is it going to be a win or not? We'll see. Fire teams usually do pretty good against dark teams. Yep, there we go. I'm not going to even change. This one doesn't even have a totem. I imagine most people aren't having difficulties with this event. It's pretty straightforward. There we go. All right, boom. Let's go back to my Earth team here with just plus Solaris. There we go. Some more fire teams. It's been a very busy 3 days within Hero Wars. The Sears event, brand new event. Oh, that one lost. Yikes. Let's see. It was a mostly light team. Okay. This one is mostly dark. So I think we'll change it up a little bit. Yeah, with the Sears game coming out, there's some controversy around that too. For those of you who are playing Facebook, you'll notice that you've gotten an award based off of the events that happened in the Goose event, mostly the payment events, not being able to buy the Goose package or anything during about a week-long process, week-long time frame. So, because you weren't able to buy, Hero Wars decided to send out as compensation to all Facebook players 400 Sears coins. Now, it doesn't matter if you were affected, not affected. I personally wasn't affected, so I just got those for free, which is great for me. I can understand people's frustration who wanted to buy the package and weren't able to get it, because now that kind of affects them, right? They are not able to get a totem. They're not able to get the goose skin. They're not able to get all the other rewards that came with that, including like Red Gift of Dominion, because it's just not possible for a free-to-play player. So I understand the frustration there. And I'm not sure if they know any way to figure out who tried to buy without actually successfully buying. Because I thought it was weird that they just sent it all out to all Facebook players. I wasn't affected yet. I still got the gift. So it really just boosts everyone on the server, not necessarily you. So kind of odd there. And there we go. Just got all of the events there. So we're solid there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure how much I actually liked what they decided in terms of the reward there. I would have probably tried to, if I was them, figure out who was affected and then create a specific package that was, I don't know, $30, something like that, and send it out for them for a couple weeks. I don't know how technologically available they are, right? I don't know if they would be able to do that, but that seems like the most fair option. Glad to see the live stream. I don't have Lara yet as I started on live stream. Would you recommend spending just for Lara Soulstones and avoid the totem? Or do you think Lara Soulstones will be available again on Seer? That's a great question, Adrian. So my general advice, if you are a new player, number one, it's crazy important to get Lara. This is going to be the only time to get Lara. You log in, you're going to get Lara. That's the nice thing. Now, what's more important, a totem or Lara? I'm going to probably be in a little bit of the minority here, and I'm going to say Lara. If you're a free-to-play player, and this is assuming you're free-to-play, it's going to be very hard to get Lara Soulstones because you're going to have to spend emeralds. They will offer them again, but if they did it anything like last year, they had 3 times where they offered Lara Soulstones in the Soul Atrium. 3 times. Now, each of those times, you were not able to spend your regular soul crystals to get Lara Soulstones. You could only get them with emeralds. And I think it was each time you had like a 50% shot. I'm trying to remember to get 10, something like that. So it costs like a lot of emeralds even to move from like 200 Soulstones to 300. So because of that, if you are a free-to-play player, I think you still can get totems later on. Lara, because she is such an important hero, I would kind of focus on her. Now, that's, again, only if you're free to play. If you are spending a little bit of money, then that changes. I think you can do both. And if you do have some emeralds, then you can still try to go for the totem or the other rewards and then still get Lara later on. But I'm kind of a completionist, Adrian, so I like to just have all my heroes at max star. That's just me. It probably doesn't matter that much in terms of their strength. Like if you ever at 5 stars comparatively to 6, yeah, she's a little bit stronger at 6, but it's not going to be a make or break difference. And you should, even most people should, I think you can buy her up to 4 stars, but then you have to either buy the bundle, which will give her, I think, 150 soul stones or maybe 225. I can't remember. And then from there, that would also enable you to get her new skin. which we're going to be going over a little bit. But, well, it's really an old skin, this doppelganger skin, but that will be part of the bundle that you'll be able to buy. And you'll also get, I'm assuming you're going to get soul stones from it too, from that bundle. And then you would be able to just buy probably one other package, and the package that upgrades the ring. And that would be able to get you Lara pretty much all the way there if you're smart in spending your resources and the totem. That's what I'm going to try to do. Even though I already have a Lara at max, I don't really need that. I think I probably still will buy the $30 package, assuming I'll have to take a look at the rewards, but usually that's a pretty good value. And since I haven't spent anything in Hero Wars this month, I didn't buy Cosmic Season because I wasn't a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Cosmic Season. I think it's one of their worst. I get it if you need totems. It's not a bad purchase, like getting the light or dark, but because mine are already maxed, it just didn't make sense for me. But yeah, I think it would be, if you are free to play, go for Lara. If you have a little bit to spend, I think you can do both. And then even if you don't get Lara to max, you should still have a little bit of emeralds later on where you would be able to get her. MS Creator, welcome back. Brother, how much will you cost for totem also? To get the totem and the package, my best guess is it's probably, I think the package is probably going to be $30. And I think, I'm talking about like the Lara event ticket is probably going to be $30, and then the package is probably going to be $18. So you're looking at close to $50 to get everything. That's my best guess. That's my best guess. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's roughly the price it has been in the past. $50 to get everything. That includes the red gift of Dominion too, though. That includes the totem. And if you're lucky / smart, you should have a pretty good chance to get Lara up to max star. You will not be able to get the totem for free. I can guarantee you that. Unless you have a guild that is crazy active and is buying packages left and right. Otherwise, you will not be able to do it. Guaranteed. Hi, why buy so many greenstone? Just need totem and ticket. What do you mean like greenstone there? Hero Wars model. Just need totem and ticket. I'm not sure what you mean there. Are you just talking about yourself? Like, I'm assuming where the actual golden ticket is just going to be very much like the Gus. Very much like the Gus event, right? Where it's going to be very good. You'll get that bonus skin that cost. And I feel bad for this. This is another thing. I feel bad for the people that bought that doppelganger skin. Now, I am a slight spender, so I do spend in the game. Not excessively, but a little bit. The doppelganger skin was like $35, something like that, last year whenever they released it. And I was like, look, if it's a cool look. It's a good look. I like it. But I'm not going to buy that. Not for the amount of money that it costs for no increase in my power. Like, that's a ticket cost if you do the gift ticket. So why am I going to do that? So I decided against it, and now that skin is going to become available in the package. So unfortunately, for those who already bought the doppelganger skin, they're kind of getting screwed a little bit there. Adrian, thank you for answering. I do spend and want to go for both, but I don't know how achievable to go from Lara 5-star to 6-star when the only available way is through the Forgotten Treasury. Yeah, it's tough. In my event, the first one, whenever it came around, I went pretty far. I think I got Lara up to about 150 soul stones in rank 5. And then that's the max I could get. Now this time, I already have her max because I did spend in the airship whenever those deals came around. And if you do have emeralds and you are okay spending emeralds in the airship, I don't think that's a bad spend. If you want to go for the totem and say, like, you have a capped spend, say, okay, I'm going to go for the totem a certain amount. Once I get the totem, I'm going to try to get as many Lara skin or soul stones as possible. And then once, maybe I don't max her out on this event, but they will allow her to be opened up in the Soul Atrium throughout different events, right? Where she will be able to get a few more soul stones here. And if you're able to spend some emeralds, then you'd be able to get her up to 6-star, guaranteed. But it's up to you on how comfortable you are with that, right? And waiting. Some people are okay with it. Some people aren't. I'm not a big fan of waiting, but that's just me. All right. right. Let's keep on upgrading Corvus. Yeah, we'll just throw Galahad on here. Cool. Need to upgrade some skills for some people. Alvinor, come on down. There we go. Cosmic Season. That's done. Silver Season. We'll go ahead and collect all those. 1 bottled energy. Good deal. All right. I'm also going to be doing some Asgard fights, and we're going to get more into the Lara event too. I'm going to be going over everything that they said beforehand to kind of give you the rundown analysis of what I think is going to be the best strategy. Have another question. Dozakar, wasn't the problem with the Lara event that getting her soul stones was very luck-based? Exactly. You're 100% right. It was very luck-based. You get these Lara dolls, and the Lara dolls is what you got her soul stones from. And that was completely luck-based. That's one of the issues. Like, you really hoped that you upgraded the whoa, that's a lot of pet soul stones. Just trying to get this thing. Yeah, you really hoped that you upgraded this vase enough, and then one of the golden bases that you got was Lara dolls to give you the 15 Lara dolls so that you could get her soul stones. It is luck-based. It absolutely is luck-based. And I didn't, on the last Lara event, I wasn't lucky enough to get her to max star. But there are other ways that you'll be able to get her. Now, I will say, I hope you're patient waiting if you're going to wait, because I think it was 3 months for the first time before they offered her soul stones. And then it was like another 3 months after that for the second time. And I was just, nope, that's too long for me. The second go around where they offered her soul stones, I didn't know how many more times they were going to do it. So I just went all in. I probably spent 10,000 emeralds, something like that, just to max her out. I just didn't want to think about it. That was just me, though. And if you're lucky, you can actually max her out just with that one event. If you're lucky. I wasn't that lucky. Good question, though. All right, let's go ahead and collect all these. Looks like we already beat 160. Or at least 150 once. Let's do this Asgard team. We're going to do our regular. And this is why Lara is so valuable. Like she's part of what I consider the best team here for Osh. No, we want Oliver, we want Albus, and then we want Albus. And let's hope for some luck. I think on my best one, I've gotten to like 500, 600 million damage. On my worst one, I've gotten to like 2 million. Okay, well, at least I'm over 2 million already. There we go. Okay, 131 with 1:20 left. There we go, 156, 193. Okay, not bad. Keep that up. 220s. Need at least one more of the big ones. I'm not sure I'm going to get it. Yep, I'm not sure I'm going to get it. It's really whenever Isaac hits his like magic penetration the best. All right, now I can go ahead and buy these buffs. I don't buy those for my main team. Just because they are not. Whenever I did once, it actually went really bad. My main team got like 3 million damage, just because they were too strong. These kind of just buff it up, help you for other teams though. So let's go ahead. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to do like a nice magic team here. Guess throw Iris in there. We can throw Rufus, I guess. We'll do that. Do I have one more magic? No, he's best with physical attack, actually. I don't know. Let's throw Morgan in, I guess. And Albus. We're not going to go through all this. We're just going to skip it, auto it, see how it does. 7 million. Not great, not terrible. All right, Xingmao, Lyria. I guess we can do like 8 in there. I would like to see some more armor penetration there, but yeah, let's just do that. Oh, that was really bad. Don't use that team again. And my last team. Yeah, I don't have a good, I do not have a good second Osh team. I really don't. My first one is pretty solid. Second one is not that good, but he is close to dying again. So I guess I did my job. All right, let's go to Titan Valley. Let's upgrade some of this stuff. Yeah. And then we'll get into the event a little bit more. That's done. And we can go ahead, go to Ragni's Spark. Let's do like 180. I wish you could just hold it and go down. There we go. Okay. And let's see what I got in the Hall of Fame. 400. Okay. Not terrible. All right. Let's talk about the event. So the Mystery Dominion comes out Monday. As I mentioned beforehand, it is going to be pretty much a exact same replica of the previous event that we saw. There are going to be 2 new skins, which are going to be fun for everyone. The 2 new skins are Magic Defense, and let's go ahead and go in just so I can show them. If you want to know where you can see those, there is a blade bow right here. Shows the Lara Croft shop. Click on that. Scroll all the way to the bottom. We have the Dark Angel skin. That's a pretty cool skin. I like that one. But it's crit chance. Solid. And we have this Midas skin all in gold. This is Magic Defense. Also solid. Like not amazing. Armor penetration is what I would have hoped for. But that probably would have made her too strong. So, but I'll take extra stats. I think both of these are going to be special skins, meaning it's going to be double the amount of, can be upgraded to 5920. Well, let's check that out. Let's make sure it is double. Let's like go to a crit hero and his skin. Yeah. See, like his max 2960. So it is a double skin for Magic Defense. And so she's going to have 4 double skins. Man, I don't know what they're doing here. I do not know what they're doing here. She's going to be, they're buffing her up. They're buffing her up a lot. Can we get those skins for free? Yeah. Well, pretty much for free. Here's the nice thing. So on those particular skins, they are very, very, very cheap to get. That's the nice thing. Positive. You will be able to get them day 1 for almost nothing. Big positive there. To upgrade them, that's going to be the sucky part, because those skins are only upgradable with a certain coin that you can only get during the event called precious coins. So these precious coins are only able to be gotten, I'm assuming, from the ticket, but you'll also see here where if you buy emeralds, if you log in, if you spend emeralds, and if you spend archaeologist tools, those are the only ways to get precious coins. How much is it going to cost to max a skin with precious coins? I have no idea. No clue. But actually buying the skin is going to be super cheap. It's 5,000 of these, and 5,000 ancient coins is going to be basically nothing. So for example, let's scroll down right here. Like if you move Lara to orange rank, you have 5,000, right? That buys a skin. If you level up her her artifact to level 80, that's way more than you need to buy both skins. Way more. So I have only $20. I don't know what to buy then. Yeah, MS Creator, if you are limited in your budget, which I think most people are, you kind of have to figure out what the best buy is. Now, I can kind of give you my best idea. They're probably going to have a package that is going to be upgradable for the ring. It's going to give you these 3 materials right here. And that usually allows you to upgrade the ring to roughly 4 stars, which then really helps throughout the event. And that really is the best way if you're trying to go for the totem. If you're trying to go for Lara, I'm not sure that's going to be the best, honestly. So that's kind of a heads up. But if I were you, And I don't have all your information, but that might be where I go to get the package with those 3 to upgrade the ring. And that should be a little bit less than $20. But these precious coins, I don't know how many it's going to cost to upgrade the skin to max. Now, they did say that they are eventually going to allow these skins to be upgraded with agility skin stones. That's the positive. That's probably going to be way down in the future, though. My best guess is it's probably going to be 6 months before they allow that to happen. So if you are okay waiting, just buying the skins and then okay waiting to upgrade them, more power to you. If you are just impatient like me and say, no, I want to get all this stuff like right away, I'm going to try to get them to max. Who knows if I will succeed, though. Yeah, we'll see. All right, great questions. Going back to the Lara event, those 2 new skins, those are going to be really nice. They're going to make Lara even more powerful, which she's already very good. I consider her a top 10 hero, maybe even top 5. If you haven't done this before, Adventure Energy is how you're going to be able to get the materials to upgrade these Ancient Bull Ring of Abundance and Forgotten Treasury. To beat the actual like mini bosses, very easy. You do not have to worry. They're not particular teams. You can basically use any team to get them, and then you can raid those afterward. Ancient coins be spent in the event shop. You can obtain them by winning battles, completing event quests, or finding them on Mysterious Island, which is interesting. I haven't seen them on Mysterious Island. Like, I actually have a map of Mysterious Island. You can see here that we have, these are the regular coins, the 12.5, right? 12.5, 12.5, 12.5. I'm not seeing any, I'm sorry, ancient coins you can find on Mysterious Island. You can't find precious coins on Mysterious Island. That's my mistake, yeah. Sounds good. Thanks for joining. The Tomb Raiders box, those are pretty hard skips. They're basically, you can think of them as like demon doll stuff. The Lara Croft dolls, those are the valuable ones. You'll only be able to get those from the Forgotten Treasury, which is the tomes. And hopefully you get a golden one that is a Lara dolls, because that will get 15, which gives a decent amount of Lara Soul Stones. But it is still luck-based. Yep, the boss. Let's go ahead and take a look at the boss. So Lara Croft Event Hero Wars. Anyone that is new to the game or doesn't know where to look, let's say boss. Hero Wars Central actually did just put out a blog on the best teams for the Lara Croft. So you'll actually be able to see the percentages as well as the levels. So it's a great resource to have right here. Like you can see starting at the bottom, no buffs, no buffs, no buffs, no buffs, no buffs, 20 buffs, 20 buffs, 15, 60, 35, 70, 20, 50, 90. And then we start to get into percentages. I don't know if these are 100% teams or not. I don't know if they will be. But you can already get into the percentages. Like, this is the annoying thing. You're going to have to do the repeats. Can free players beat all bosses? Well, all the mini bosses, yeah. All these bosses? No. You will not be able to beat that. You're going to need a lot of buffs to get these. And you can actually see like the buffs amount here. And the percentage based off of that buff amount with a team that would be available, like 1.1% to win. So you're going to have to fight a lot. So, Mohammed, not all free players will be able to beat these bosses. The mini bosses, every free player can be able to beat them. Very easy to do. These bosses that give the prizes, that give like the totems right here, right? That give a red equipment chest, legendary gift of Dominion. Free players will not be able to get all the way. They will not. Adrian, do you suspect that there will be different team compositions with lower buffs as new heroes arrive, such as Lyra? Great question. Unfortunately, this event only has a selected number of heroes, so it doesn't have additional heroes that you can choose. So any of the new heroes, I highly, highly doubt, unless they've changed it, which would absolutely shock me, that you'll be able to use any more heroes than the, 20 selected I think they had last time, which is going to be the same ones, because I'm pretty sure Nexters is not going to be changing it up at all. So good thought that maybe if like Illyria or a Goose or a Folio could have changed the meta on these teams, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, I would highly, highly doubt that. Okay, let's what have we not gone over with this Lara event? Ring of Abundance, most important, then Tome of Revelation, Ancient Bowl, in my opinion. Mysterious Island, there is a new Mysterious Island. You can see it here. It's going to be offering these ancient coins. It has a few grand prizes. It has this 1800 golden thread, 500 Titan summoning spheres, one gift of the Dominion or legendary gift of the Dominion, 60k Titan skin stones. This map has gotten worse over time, which is okay. Like, it's fine. People were spending a lot more on it. I've decided not to buy any of the packages anymore for the map. They used to be really good. Now they're not that great. So my best guess is I will probably go for the 500 just so I can have those for events. And I might go for this. And this is the thing that I did want to talk about. We have a new flag. We have a new flag in the game that is actually able to be seen. So this flag potentially could be really good. I'm still waiting to see on the cases that it could. But this flag, and let me go ahead and just get rid of this energy. Otherwise, it's going to just irritate me too much. Here we go. We'll just do some more Lycanthrope's Fangs. Yeah, so this flag is the War Flag of Readiness. And what the War Flag of Readiness does is it gives 100 energy to the rearmost hero in your team at the start of the battle. Kind of think of it as like a mini Sebastian boost. This effect repeats every 20 seconds. Every red pattern applied increases the amount of bonus energy by 20%. First thing you need to know, how much is 100 energy? I tested this out yesterday. 100 energy is 10% of the energy. It should be 1,000 energy to ult. So it's giving you basically 10% at the very beginning to the hero at the very back. Now, if you have 3 red patterns and you put them on here, then it will give you 16% energy at the start, as well as 16% energy that repeats after 20 seconds. I gotta say, I don't think any of the flags are like crazy powerful. Like this one, I do like this one for Aurora a lot. It increases the energy gain for tanks. That's really nice. But other than that, I don't really think any of these flags are like game changers. This one could be nice for a hero like Martha, who once she ults, she speeds up the team 30%, which is a lot for a while. Helps her get to her totem more to heal more. So like I could see that being good. If you have Sebastian at the back of your team, your Sebastian will be able to ult almost right away, which could also be good if you're fighting like a hurt team in COW, or even Guild War or Area of Conquest, anything like that. Having the extra energy could be very beneficial if you're facing a control team and they're ready to ult right away, and you're ready to ult right away with the Sebastian. So I might try to get this flag. I know it will come in the flag. If you have held on to like your flag stuff, I'm sure they will add it to that box eventually, but they haven't yet. So that's up to you on how many moves that you want to spend. If you do buy the Lara Croft package, I'm sure they're going to have moves attached to it, but you will need, it looks like 5 wood to get across this bridge. And unfortunately, wood is pretty hard to get here. Like you can 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all over the place. So if you don't have any wood, it's going to be very hard to go, or it's going to just cost a ton of moves to get across this. So up to you on if you find it the value. Personally, I'm probably going to be doing minimum on this map. Like maybe while I'm going here, I grab this 12.5 and this 12.5. Maybe. I don't know. Now let's talk about the other stuff in the Lara shop that you could buy that would be the best values. Because luckily, we are able to see everything. All right. So there's the Tomb Raiders box. I highly encourage everyone to pass on those. Wish crystals, wish insignias, large skin stone chest, always a good buy. Great enchantment runes. That's usually my personal preference, but that's just because I need so many great enchantment runes. Honestly, I'm not going to touch this map. I will try to spend the moves we get from the bundle, to the first map so I can take advantage of the 2 Emerald Towers. That's probably smart. I would, if you haven't taken advantage of those, I would do that exact thing, Adrian. I don't think this map's very good. I do not think it's very good. And I don't think that flag is going to change enough to where you're like, I need this flag right now. I need it right now. Soulstone chests. If you are a new player, this can be good. Otherwise, if you are a medium to old player, do not spend on that. Definitely don't spend on those. Bottled energy are nice, but you can get them in other places. That's nice, can get them in other places. That's nice, can get them in other places. Flaming Hearts, 1250. That's not bad. I wouldn't buy any of these. Lycanthrope Fangs, Lamort's cards, Alchemist set. You're going to need just so many of those. If you buy those, I'm not going to blame you there at all. Trines, you need so many Trines for $37.50. That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. Usually those are a little bit more, but you need like 1 billion Trines in this game. I wouldn't buy either of those. Wouldn't buy that. Enslaved Demon, I guess if you need one. But I think your biggest buys, if your items, Trine, Alchemist set, Lamort's card, Lycanthropes, maybe Flaming Hearts, and then at the top, Skin Stones or Great Enchantment Runes. Me, almost entirely Great Enchantment Runes, I think, is what I'm going to be doing. Almost entirely. Okay. So that is kind of the Lara event and the War Flag. We already talked about the compensation for the Gus event. Not the best. Sorry for everyone that wasn't able to buy. I do feel you there. I really wish they offered a package. But let's talk about the new event, Sears Game. So this is gambling. I hope you like gambling because that is what this is. This event basically has you spend your coins to try to keep on moving further and further in the prizes. And luckily, I actually have some coins. I have about 300. And I will make a note that I think I spent 300 yesterday and I got the grand prize. So I was able to win once, so I got the Chava skin already. I do want to try to get this Titan resource chest if I can. I want to try to win again. So let's go ahead and do it. But I don't think the compensation that they offered was that great in terms of, like, I got it. I shouldn't have gotten, just 100% honest, I should not have gotten this because I didn't get affected by anything. Am I thankful for it? Yes. And for the players that were going to spend and weren't able to, it kind of does suck, but you still have money, which is nice. You can spend it elsewhere. You can spend it on the Lara event, and you got something for free. So, I mean, it's the best of a bad situation. 750 Titan potions. I don't think you can lose these first 4 rounds. I don't think you can. 80, that's 800. That's not bad. 500 of those. Okay. 2,000. Missed the bad luck. 15 what? Oh, that's just regular. Rewards have improved. I'm just picking random. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters one bit. 3 bottled energy. Okay. Bad luck. All right, I'm going to keep on going. I want to try to get a grand prize. I can't lose on this one. 750. Okay. 20. Okay, I like that. Missed the bad luck. 1,500 Titan. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a free round or not. It was. Okay. Rewards have improved. 5 bottled energy. That was the best one on there. Bad luck. Okay. We're going to keep on going. $40. That's just 400. 4,000. Okay. 250 emeralds. That's not that many. 1,000 chaos particles. That's not bad. I probably would have rather had the moves, but 20. Okay, 20 more of those. Nice. Rewards should improve. 15 great enchantment runes. 300. Ooh, 300 wish crystals? Or is, yeah, 300. That's pretty solid. 20,000. Whoa! 2 moves. Okay. We're getting some decent stuff here. 10 moves. Yikes. Yikes, guys. Okay, I don't care about those. Oh, I wish I had the other ones. Rewards have improved. Let's keep on going. Bad luck. I knew it was going to come. I knew it was going to happen soon. Okay, we can keep on going. We're not leaving these rewards. Are you kidding me? 100 eggs? 4 moves. Wow, that's the 16 moves so far. 500 chaos particles. Keep on going, guys. Bad luck. I knew. Okay. So I have 75 after this and it would cost 125. I need to just get 2 more. Really, just this last one. 4,000 chaos particles. That would have been so nice. Oh. There it is. Was the other one bad luck? Streamer luck. That is very nice right here. So look what I got. 2250 Titan skin stones, 40 artifact keys, 300 of these wish insignias, wish crystals. 16 explore moves. That's a lot of explore moves. 1700 golden thread. Like, I'm not a big fan of golden thread, but like it's one of the most costly resources in the game. Sweet. I will take it. And I got an additional 30 Titan, and it allows me to get that too. Some more coins. An additional 30 Titan Titan resource chests, and also gives me the Sears chest. So the Sears chest is also something kind of interesting. So it allows you to pick between a lot of different type of resources. So I wanted to talk about this. What one is the best? We got the Titan potions. We got the Titan skin stones, elemental tournament coins, skin stone chests, wish insignia, wish crystals, golden thread, chaos particles, artifact coins, flawless artifact chests, bottled energy, and great enchantment runes. Now, those who've watched me know probably the ones I'm most interested in. It's going to be the Titan skin stones, the skin stone chest, or the great enchantment runes. Haven't decided what I'd use those on. We'll see. But that's like 4,200 skin stones. That's 60 great enchantment runes. Pretty good. Pretty good. Like, I don't think any of these are bad ideas, bad options. I don't think any of them are bad. And you get it just for winning. So it's like an additional prize in terms of just like extra stuff that you got. Yeah. So let's play again. I'm not going to win again, but let's play again. I have 75 left. I should be able to do one miss, I think. Like, that's 800 skin stones. I'll take that. Another 150. 750 Titan potions. Don't really need those that much, but... Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is. Let's continue. They're not letting me go far this time. Not this time at all. Okay. Rewards have improved. Yep, I thought this is what's going to happen. I'm going to be getting a lot of bad lucks this time because I won last time. So let's go ahead and continue. 50. That's about 950. I'm going to gamble a little bit. Oh, shouldn't have gambled. See? Yep, this one is going to be rough. So I'm going to go ahead and click on escape here so I don't have to accept if I'm going to do it or not. That's a nice tip for everyone. Click on escape, and you do not have to choose to exit. You can come back, and it will ask you the same question that it said, and you can continue once you've gotten more. But this is exactly what it's trying to do. It's trying to convince you to spend. Now, the question is, should you spend on this game? In terms of Sears game, you would have to buy, I think someone did some research, close to 4 of these packages. That's like $200 to get all the rewards on the Sears game. Close to it, at least. Worth it? No. Not worth it at all. If you're going to spend $200, I think there's much better ways to spend it. And, I mean, it's up to you on how you spend your money. I think there's much better ways to spend it. I'm not doing that. If you have that money to spend, more power to you if you want to do it. But at the same time, if you are going to spend that, let's look at upcoming events. Let's try to find good days for you. Tomorrow, Guardians of Outland starts tomorrow. So you would be able to get an extra for getting VIP points. So if you're going to decide, I want to do Sears game event, spend there. Also, wait to spend emeralds until that day too. So if you're planning on spending, 60,000 emeralds to max this event out and get some Guardians of the Outland and Emerald Waterfalls, wait until tomorrow. Now, here is a great day to buy right here. Great Storm, Mystery Dominion, Lara's Glory, Ascension to Asgard, Guardians of Outland, Emerald Waterfalls. Wait to spend emeralds until today, this day, August 25th, 26th. Best day to do it. By far the best day to do it. Looks like he's not seeing these in here. Yeah, now, I mean, the Great Storm is not that great of an event, honestly, for most players. If you're a new-to-play player, it can be really good. If you are older, it's not that great. Doesn't really help you that much. But this is still like a quad dip. I'll be making a video on this day, making sure if you're spending, this is the time to do it. Definitely the time to do it right here. I will almost certainly am going to be spending about, I have 600,000 emeralds right here. I will almost guaranteed be spending about 100,000 at least on this day. Why? We have Ascension to Asgard, which its spend emeralds is 100,000. On the Lara event, we have spend emeralds. Where are you? 120. And I think I'd be able to spend the 20,000 through the rest of the event, but it gives you 80 adventure energy, which is nice, and 60 precious coins, which I'm sure I'm going to need. So I want to get these prizes. So I'm going to be spending that energy for sure, or emeralds for sure, 100%. Then I also just get the extra stuff with the, where are you? Here we go. With the Guardians of Outland and the Great Storm. So that's not really, and Emerald Waterfalls. Like I'll be able to get some skins, large skinstone chests from that. Some great enchantment runes from spending. It's going to be a great day to spend here. One of the best I've seen. And I think, especially during these events, like the new hero events, or I guess this is the first time we've done an old hero 7-day event. Those are some of the best events to get a lot of items. They give away a lot for free. Even if you don't like the event, don't care about the hero, it doesn't matter. It is so much free stuff that it is amazing. Like the events are great. I'm not going to look forward to fighting all these battles over and over and over, but I'm not going to complain because the event gives me so much free stuff that I normally wouldn't have. So I am all for it. Thank you, Nexters, for that. Don't want to be a complainer. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You know, that's kind of my take on that. Secret Wealth is out too. Make sure you check that out. Luckily, Flawless Artifact Metals is exactly what I needed. So very happy with that. Very happy with that. Yeah. All right. Was there anything else that I was going to cover here? I think that's pretty much it. So thanks everyone so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment in the posts below, and I will get back to those. But we'll see you later. Thanks for joining.